The last 10 minutes of the Champions League phase were the most dramatic thing I've ever seen in my life. And when I show you everything that happened in those final 10 minutes, you're going to agree with me. PSV, who were 1-0 down to Bayern, scored an unbelievable goal to draw them level at 1-1 and send them through as it stood. They were through, Bodo Glimt were through, who were beating Atletico Madrid away, and Marseille were through, who were losing 2-0. But as you can see here, from USG, Pafos, Napoli, Olympiacos, Athletic, Benfica, Marseille, Bodo Glimt and PSV, they're all on 9 points, with 10 minutes left. But then the next twist, as Olympiacos scored away at Ajax to give themselves a 2-1 lead and jump from 27th to 18th. They're now qualifying, knocking Marseille out and leaving Bodo Glimt and PSV on the edge. But then comes the next twist. Marseille, who are right on the edge and 2-0 down, concede again. This is really important because now they go 3-0 down, and that goal puts them on the same goal difference as Benfica and only 1 ahead of Athletic, 2 ahead of Napoli and 2 ahead of Pafos. That's going to be important, but there's another twist because Napoli, who are also right on the edge, are under pressure. And João Pedro scores. And now Napoli fall further and further behind. But before I show you the table, at that exact moment, PSV, who had been drawing to Bayern, concede really late on to a Harry Kane brilliant goal. And now PSV drop all the way down to 29th from being in the playoff places. Marseille move up a place to the playoffs. And now it's really looking like a straight shootout between Marseille and Benfica, unless obviously Bilbao can get a goal against Sporting or Bodo concede against Atletico. With Pafos still in and around it, only 2 goals off Marseille and Benfica. And speaking of Pafos, who were 2-1 up and in need of 2 goals, they get one to go 3-1 up against Slavia Prague. They clearly don't know the situation and celebrate the goal, not knowing that they need another 2, but they put the league table on the scoreboard and they get back quickly. And amazingly, 1 minute later, Pafos score again to go 4-1 up. And now they are joint on 9 points and -3 goal difference with Benfica and Marseille. So as I said, Bodo Glimt holding on to their win against Atletico. If they concede, it all changes. Athletic Bilbao drawing to Sporting. If they can get a goal, it all changes. And in stoppage time, there is a goal in that Bilbao Sporting game. But it's not for Bilbao. They concede with pretty much the last kick of the game to cue unbelievable limbs. And Bilbao are out. The Marseille game finishes 3-0 and the Pafos game ends 4-1, meaning Pafos were 1 goal away, but not quite. And Marseille are still clinging on to that final playoff spot. But obviously a goal from Atletico Madrid would knock Bodo out, and remarkably, I've not even spoken about them yet, if Monaco were to concede, they get knocked out. But Monaco don't concede, they hold on for a 0-0 draw, they're through. And remarkably, Bodo can become the first team to beat Atletico Madrid away from home this season, and they're through. Meaning the last 10 minutes of unbelievable change is pretty much done, except for one thing. Every game is finished, but Benfica, Real Madrid. And if Benfica do somehow find a goal against Real Madrid, they will leapfrog Marseille, Marseille will go out, and Benfica will go through. But I don't think anyone's told Benfica this, who are wasting time. Despite the fact they need a goal. Mourinho urges them forward. Real Madrid randomly get 2 red cards. Benfica are now playing against 9 men. And with the final attack of the game, Benfica have a free kick to end this 10 minutes of absolute madness in the best competition on the planet. What do you think happens here? Benfica cross it in. Their keeper, who has come up for the free kick, wins the header, scores the goal, wins the game. What a perfect ending to a perfect 10 minutes of Champions League football. The best limbs I've ever seen. Mourinho's running down the touchline like it's 0-4. The Benfica game finishes and Benfica leapfrog Marseille, meaning they are the final team to book their place in the next round of the Champions League. And